Hey there. So, hi. I've had a lot of people ask me to do a recording of all the things that I recommend. So, during just in general, just when you're not feeling good during the flu season, during the cold season, whatever it may be. So, I decided to make a recording out of this so that I always have it because I always am talking about it. So, here it goes. I'm your doctor now. Stop going to the doctor every time you're sick. Just stop it because all they're going to do is prescribe you cough medicine that is full of dyes and sugars. They're also going to prescribe you an antibiotic that you probably don't need. Yes, sometimes they are necessary. However, they're overly prescribed and they are totally messing up your gut. It takes a year to recover from that antibiotic, and it usually makes things worse. You're going to get constipated, you're going to have skin issues, and it just does more damage than good. So some things to remember during the cold flu season, whatever. And just to say this, it's not the flu season. It is the cold season where it's colder, darker, longer, less sunshine, consuming more carbs and sugars, and we're not getting enough of the good things. So people are sick because they forget to go outside and exercise, and they're consuming more sugar, which is totally bad for your gut. It's increasing your candida yeast overgrowth, which that is something that we all have in our gut. But when you consume too much sugar, too many antibiotics, too much alcohol, have so much stress in your life, which welcome to America, we all have it. But if you're not doing the things to counteract, those bad things, then you're going to get sick. So you have to take care of yourself. And some things I'm going to recommend are coming. I have my whole thing here. Now, listen, I have been working on my gut health and my lifestyle for 9 years now. I started Plexus to have more energy, but it turned into a completely different lifestyle change for me. And I'm thankful for it because now I know we don't go to the doctors unless like literally my kids have to be dying, or I have to have a baby in order to be going to the doctor. The only doctor I see is a chiropractor, which I highly recommend you go at least every quarter because they're going to make you feel better, help to boost your immune system, all the things. So let's start with ear infections. And I didn't let me grab hold on. Oh. Of course I can't find it, but when you start to get an ear infection or your kids start to get an ear infection, very common with the younger kids. Highly recommend, number one, if they start to get like a sniffle or something, take them to a chiropractor, because what happens is they start, how kids don't like to blow their nose. Well, all that congestion builds up and it creates these being clogged. And then it turns into an ear infection. 9 times out of 10, that's what happens. And then guess what? Your doctor says, oh, the only thing that they need is an antibiotic. No, my kids have never been on an antibiotic for ear infections. So what you want to find, it is on Amazon. It's called Mullein garlic, and you can put it right in their ears. And if you don't have that on hand, you can take a piece of garlic. I know this sounds crazy, but take a piece of garlic and put it in their ear and have them just lay on it for a while. It will help to fix it. But the Mullein garlic, it looks like a tincture like this, but it's Mullein garlic on Amazon. I can't find it, but I have it somewhere. It's probably upstairs where my kids are. But whenever they start to get a sniffle, go to the chiropractor and then sprinkle a little bit while they're sleeping. This is what I've learned. When they're sleeping, put like 1 or 2 drops in their ear and then let it sit there for a minute and then kind of turn them over and do the same thing. That way, it's not crazy. So ear infections can be prevented, but if you wait too long, obviously sometimes antibiotic is needed. Okay, what are some things to boost your immune system and your kids' immune system? So colloidal silver is amazing. You get this right on Amazon. Something to just help boost your immune system. Also, elderberry. Don't go to Walmart or Walgreens or GNC or something and get some sugar-coated elderberry gummies because that is sugar. Okay, sugar makes everything worse. I'm not saying that you can never take in sugar. We can't avoid it. It's around everywhere. However, there are better forms, like not getting elderberry gummies that are full of sugar. They're literally coated in sugar. So it's not doing anything for you. It's doing the complete opposite. So elderberry, you can go to a farm stand. There's so many friends that you probably have that make it. You can make your own. It's not difficult. Look it up on TikTok or Pinterest or wherever. So drink this. I personally give this to the kids when they start to get a sniffle. We don't drink it all the time, but if they start to feel sick, I use it as like a booster. Now, something that we do all the time to make sure that we maintain a healthy immune system and fighting off all the bad things that we take in, because hello, life is about balance. My kids get a multivitamin and probiotic in one. This is the Plexus one. It is not full of sugar. It is not a gummy, and it is super beneficial for them. And it's a chewable, and they like it. It tastes like fruit punch. I'm sorry, tropical splash. And it's really good. And it keeps them regular. Let's go on the subject of being regular. Listen, Miralax, throw it away. It's poison. It's literally poison. I don't care how long your doctor has said it's totally safe, or all the FDA shit that's out there. Sorry. But the FDA, that I don't trust the FDA. Sorry. So yeah, there's that. Throughout the Miralax, stop using it. Okay. So how do you stay regular? How do you make sure your kids are regular? So I'm going to give you a little lesson. Your gut, think of it as like a layer of it's a sponge. Okay. Wish I had my sponge. Think of it as layers. So your gut has layers, and things trickle down into those layers. Well, if you're not going to the bathroom regularly, that waste, that poop, literally is seeping to your bloodstream. And that's what makes people sick. That's why you're tired, you have inflammation. That's why people have autoimmune disorders. There's so many things linked to it. So you have to stay regular, going to the bathroom at least once a day, including your kids. It is so important. And Miralax does not help. It makes it worse. It is actually pulling the fluids and making them dehydrated. Stop giving them Miralax. Throw it out right now. It's awful. Okay. So something that you can, along with a probiotic, is I use BioCleanse, is magnesium, and it's activated with vitamin D. So this is both of those things. So magnesium is important. It also helps with sleep and energy. It's really, really important, and it hydrates your cells for staying regular and all the things. A probiotic that I personally take is Probio 5. It has an antifungal, meaning it's getting to the root of that candida yeast. Remember I talked about that earlier? The candida yeast we are all born with. And it gets overgrown with the stress, the medications, the alcohol, all the things that we have in our wonderful American diet and lifestyle. And this goes in and it actually breaks it down. So not all probiotics are created equally. They don't have an antifungal in them. If you go to find something on the shelves, you're not going to find one that has an antifungal. And you're probably just taking it and you're not really seeing a huge difference. You might see a little bit of a difference, but this one is going to give you a lot more of a difference. Multivitamins. That Centrum or Nature Valley's multivitamin that you're buying that is on the shelf is doing nothing for you. You're literally pissing it down the drain. It is not methylated, meaning your body is not absorbing it. So when you go to the bathroom and your urine is bright yellow or green, it's because your body's not absorbing it and you're wasting your money. It's literally going down the toilet. So I use X Factor Plus. I don't take this all the time. I actually take it whenever my kids are sick, or if I feel something coming on. I use it as like a kick in the butt. And then when I'm really sick and I know that, like, oh gosh, I'm just not feeling good, my throat is sore, and you can feel it coming on, that nasal drip and all the things. This is my secret weapon. It's called Immune Plus, and it is extremely potent and it's amazing. And I love it. It's got ingredients like mushy turkey tail mushroom, coffee bean extract, broccoli, spinach, kale, elderberry, garlic clove, sweet cherry fruit, blueberry fruit extract, Brussels sprout, bud, all the things. It's all good things. And all of these vitamins that I'm talking about are all plant-based and very, very good. No synthetics, no parabens, no carcinogens, no dyes, no sugars, none of those things. Because we try to live a good, healthy, balanced lifestyle. Okay. In the winter, like I said, we get less sunshine. We consume more sugar. And a lot of people have the winter blues. And it's not normal. And actually, the anxiety, the depression, it's actually not in your head. It's actually in your gut. And when you are exposed to less sunshine and you are consuming more sugar and you're having shorter days, you can be depressed. You don't need the anxiety medications, and it'll probably not make you feel the best. So what I take is Vital Biome. It's a probiotic because anxiety, depression, it's in your gut, not your head. And this is actually going to improve those happy hormone feelings in a natural way and not make you feel like a zombie. And it's not going to have any awful side effects on your gut at all. It'll actually help so much. Okay, so another thing for like cough, and along with the elderberry and the probiotic and all that kind of stuff. So my youngest son, he gets a croup cough every year, really bad, always has. We ended up in the hospital one time when he was about 18 months. And that was like the only time he was ever in the hospital because I was scared. It was the first time I'd ever experienced croup, but now I know how to maintain it. I know what to do. I know what the signs to look for and all the things. Well, recently he's been having that croupy cough. So we have a nebulizer, which helps. And we do, the saline sprays and all that kind of stuff to help. But this year has probably been the best because of a few things. The elderberry, but I mixed mullein with it. Remember the mullein garlic for your ears? Well, this is mullein. So my mother-in-law grew this in her garden. You can get it you can grow it yourself. It's just a leaf, and it's you can get it on Amazon as well. But my mother-in-law grew it, turned it into, this, and I add this into their elderberry. So it doesn't really have a flavor. It's just oil. And we add it to the elderberry and they take it, and it helps so much with mucus and cough. It's great. You can find it on Amazon. Mullein, Mullein. It's great. Now, the other day, the last few nights, he's had that cough and it's been kind of keeping him up. So I was like, well, let me go see if I can find something to help, but not a cough syrup, because if you look at the ingredients on cough syrups, like what is it? I can't remember, whatever these medicines are called. They're all full of sugars and dyes. Literally, like the second and third ingredients were dyes. Why is there sugar and dyes in a cough syrup? Shouldn't there just be the things that are helping you not cough? So with them making it taste better for kids, it's doing so much damage to their gut. So I found this, and I actually liked the ingredients that I found. I found this in Walgreens. It was cheaper than the like name brand stuff. And this is a day and a night. And it says no alcohol, no sugar, no parabens, no dyes. And it's for congestion, runny nose, sore throat, cough, and post-nasal drip. And it worked great. So I gave my son the nighttime one, and he slept all night. He had a few coughs here and there, but it wasn't keeping him up. It wasn't bothering him. And it was so much better. And I really liked this. So, and this is a good brand. I know they have a Tylenol version. I keep their version of Tylenol on hand because Tylenol is so bad for your kidneys. And it's also full of dyes, which again, why is everything full of sugars and dyes? But that's the FDA for ya. Okay. So allergies, let's talk allergies, because right after the winter time comes the springtime. So, the allergies are normal. My husband has them really, 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 really bad. And this is what I give him. And I also give this to the kids if they need it. I'll put it in. It's actually a capsule. It's called quercetin, and you can actually pull it apart. I don't know if you can see it, but you can pull it apart, and I put it in their protein shakes. So, okay, there's that. All right, last thing. Listen, Linda, if you start to get a bellyache, you feel the flu coming on, your kids start getting a fever, the shakes, you all know what I'm talking about. That is just the awful feeling. We start to have no energy, we can't move, and we're stuck by the toilet for days. As soon as you feel those symptoms come on, as soon as your kids start to feel like a bellyache or something, get this. This stuff, I don't know how to say it. Oscar, whatever. You're going to take this, okay? Have it on hand at all times. Have it stocked. Always have it in your pantry somewhere. Okay. So my kids get this as soon as they start to feel a little stomach ache. They're little beads. You have them put it in their mouth and then just take a swig of water or something and just tip it on back. And these are, they taste sweet. They don't have a bad taste or anything, and they're amazing. So if you feel like you are getting a stomach ache, flu or something, or bug, take it. Never, ever, ever, ever run out of this stuff, because has saved me so many times and has prevented a lot of things. And it says it's for body aches, headache, fever, chills, and fatigue. It's a homeopathic medicine. And I found it during COVID, and it saved us so much. It's amazing. So I think that is everything. And finally, ladies, listen, Linda's, having kids does a number on us. Being a woman does a number on us. And Aunt Flo she's just the best, right? She is the aunt that we all hate, and we get her. She keeps coming back, hopefully. So if you have a hormone issue, you need this. You need the Plexus drink, the pink drink, the Slim. Okay, this is going to regulate your sugars, your hormones, reduce your cholesterol, and reduce inflammation. You want this in your life, I promise. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk, my Jess Talk, and hopefully you learned something, and I hope I didn't miss anything. And don't feel as if you have to get all this overnight. No, I don't recommend that. But as something pops up, get these things and then have them on hand and always just restock them. It's like your little medicine cabinet. So throw away the Tylenol, because that shit is awful for you. If we actually use Plexus Ease instead. It's an anti-inflammatory. So throw out Tylenol, throw out the Dayquil and NyQuil. That stuff is literally sugar and dyes. Again, look at the ingredients. It ain't doing nothing for you. You might think you sleep better, but you can do so much better. You don't need it. Yeah. Get the good stuff. Fill your body with the good stuff. Stop going to the store and paying big pharma and everybody for these cough syrup dye sugar things. Just stop it. Start thinking for yourself. Start doing everything at home. And then other things to boost your immune system is the basics: 10,000 steps a day, 100 ounces of water a day, and moving and getting outside for 15 to 30 minutes a day. That's going to boost your immune system as well. Take care of yourself. And yeah, I hope this helps. Thanks for listening.